Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest's episode on the travel independent spectrum. This episode, during the physically distancing requirements, allows for some new insights and new ways to think about travel, especially for women who like to travel independently. In this episode, the FAQ is, what's your favorite thing about traveling solo? The episode is about the travel independent spectrum. The mistake is the wrong hole in one, and tips are for stretching from your seat. So the FAQ, what's my favorite thing about solo travel? I get this question all the time. So I looked this up and found some really good things that other people wrote about traveling solo, and I want to include those here. Some of my favorites. One said, you don't have to negotiate with anybody about where you're going, what stop to make and explore, how long to stay, what to eat. That's just a few reasons why I like traveling solo. Another person said, I travel because I have an interest in the places I go. My appreciation for history is not enhanced by company, and I have no expectation to meet people when I travel. The third person said, I loved being on my own timetable. I could go where I wanted, when I wanted. I could linger in bed if I was tired from the day before, and no sharing a bathroom, ! I could see exactly what I want to see. Spontaneous changes to the itinerary are a win. And go someplace close to home. First, to give you confidence, you're going to do great. Now, another person said, never having someone tell me that I must get up for breakfast and being able to set my own itinerary are why I travel solo. On road trips, it's great to be able to stop when and where I want, to choose to leave somewhere if I'm less than thrilled, and stay longer if I really like someplace. Solo means I can go budget style, but the best part is meeting locals. In Greece, I was invited to people's homes to celebrate my 75th birthday. Would never have happened on a tour or if I had a travel mate. You only have one person to please. So now we're going to talk about the travel independent spectrum. This is new, never before heard. So I'd like to know, what kind of a traveler are you? This is the official launch of this new term, the travel independent spectrum. It's a way to measure your level of the type of travel that you do. So the book I'm writing will help you find your way matched to your level of travel experience. There's 5 levels so far, and there may be more in the future. For now, level 1 is the non-experienced. You're ready to begin though. Level 2 is some solo travel, but mostly group travel. Level 3 is traveled independent to a different state or country. Level 4 is several independent trips, but not in a foreign language country. And level 5, been to many different countries and has been challenged in independent travel. So if you're listening to this episode, you clearly want to start or keep traveling. So to get going, what do you need to do? Well, let's look at the different levels, one at a time. Level 1, as I said, is no experience. You're ready to start though. You can start at a city where you've got a family member or a friend where you can stay with them. It could be Boston, New York, or even suburban Montana, but it's relatively close to your home state and not for an extended time. This also works out well during our COVID physically distancing, especially with a family member. Level 2, some solo travel, but mostly group travel, or I'll even stay home and just travel a little bit like state to state, but for an extended time on your own completely. We'll escalate it a little bit with level 3, and that's if you've traveled independently to a different state or country, for example, Canada, Hawaii, or Alaska, or even Mexico. Now, level 4 is a little higher up, several independent trips, but not in a foreign language country. For example, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, the UK. And then the top level is level 5. I've been to many different countries that are challenging to travel, for example, Africa, and visit some countries like Kenya or Tanzania. So what do you guys think about that travel spectrum? I'd love to hear your thoughts about that. The Travel Independent Spectrum is the official title, but I'd love to get some more feedback as I develop it for the book. So today's mistake is the wrong hole. It was a hole in one once, and it was the wrong hole, so it doesn't really count. Here's what happened. I was on a short course at a golf place in Southern California. I hit the ball on the 12th tee, lost the ball, so I had to start with another one. And then in the 15th hole, my ball was found by a friend inside the cup. So that's where it landed about 20 minutes earlier. So strange, but still a mistake. Now on to travel advice. I've got 10 stretches for the traveler that you can do while seated. That's right. The first one is head nods, and then neck tilts, shoulder shrugs, shoulder rolls, side stretches, spine twists, hip flexor knee lifts, hamstring stretch, ankle rolls, upper body stretches, and that's it. So you can do these on an airplane, bus, or just waiting for your next destination. Today, I want to bring meaning to your travel. Send me your travel tip. You can send it to my Facebook page, group, or Instagram, or Twitter, blog. Maybe you'll see your tips in my next travel book on independent destinations. What's on your bucket list? Thanks for listening. Please rate and review Dr. Mary Travelbest.